Today, like Shruti, we've got two other people amongst us who are also people who've born and seen their life change due to the cochlear implant. They too are from IITs like you and me. We've got with us Yash from IIT Kanpur, Shruti from IIT Bombay, and Ajay, an alumni from IIT Guwahati himself. Let's put a huge round of applause and bring them on stage.
Hello, we're on. It's a bit like a cricket stadium, isn't it? We've got the bottom tier and the top tier. How is everybody? Up guess there? I'm sorry I haven't learned any of the local tongue yet, but I will improve. It's in my Hindi tora tora. Up to milk kushi hoy.
So, as you all know, all of these things, all the you're sitting here with have gotten cochlear implants and it has changed their life in a huge way. So, like, they've got some questions in store for you which they'd like to start off with. So, go ahead, Shruti.
Is it audible?
Yeah.
So, my question is, what made you to decide to become cochlear global theory ambassador? Because it is something which is you have to take up a very big responsibility in ensuring that child shouldn't have any despair or lose hope because he or she is hearing loss.
Well, when I had the pleasure to do my Australian film called Un-Indian, there was a part of the film where the leading actress, she was the marketing manager for Cochlear in the film. So it was a chance meeting to meet Cochlear through there, but also too, it goes a lot deeper than that. My son had an accident when he was 5 and actually lost his hearing in his right ear for around 12 months. And as a worried parent, I was Googling hearing loss and children growing up with difficulties in hearing, not knowing what the future would hold for my son Preston. And every time I Googled something, Cochlear kept bouncing up on Google. So I got to know the great work that they were doing. I got to understand exactly what they stood for, what the technology was doing. And then the chance meeting with being in the movie, I just thought, it's fate. This is fate that I've met Cochlear. Long story short, I became the global ambassador, as you've seen. I've been all over the world, in particular here in India. We've been obviously where we are today. I've been here for a couple of days now. We've been to Mumbai and Delhi, Chandigarh, down to Karnataka, down to Kerala. It's been an exciting journey, and it's exciting for me because I can use, I guess, the cricket profile that I've built up in order to help people, because it's like when you go to a school, no one really wants to listen to the teacher. They want to listen to a sports person coming in. And I think it's my way of putting back in to your beautiful country where I've always been accepted, and I thank you for that. And it's my way of putting back in to India.
This question is, what's your favorite sound?
My favourite sound? Well, there are a few. There's nothing better than hearing the sound of the first cry of a baby when a baby's born. That's such a beautiful sound. The sound of the leather hitting the stump of Sachin Tendulkar. Unfortunately, I didn't hear that sound too often. That's a good sound. But just the sound of your loved ones. So I can only imagine what you three have been through. Yash, we had a conversation prior to this. We went for a bike ride around the campus, which was lovely. And you know, you suffered hearing loss when you were 1.5 and got implanted, I think, at 3.5. And that's the message that we're trying to get across today, is that if you early intervention, because you know, everyone knows that before the age of 2 or 3, that's where your brain's learning the most, that's when you're most active, that's where you learn all the things about your future life, you know, the sounds and the smell and the taste and the senses, all that type of stuff. So that's when your brain's most active. And I can only imagine what your life would have been like if you didn't have surgery done. I mean, Yash, how would your life have been if you chose to go down the road of not having the cochlear implant? How different would your life be?
You see, obviously I would not be sitting here listening to Brett Lee speaking. I would not be hearing the sounds of cricket without my cochlear implant. In fact, without cochlear implant, I would not be hearing most of the sounds. Like with hearing aids, I was initially I was born with profound hearing loss. So I couldn't hear anything. Then I switched to hearing aids. But since I had profound hearing loss, I could hear very little and the clarity wasn't there. Like, you know, the stroke of hitting a ball of the bat, I wouldn't be able to hear that, which I can do now with my cochlear implant. I wouldn't be sitting and chatting with my friends, talking on the phone comfortably. It's all possible to do cochlear implant.
And AJ, you're obviously, yeah, absolutely, round of applause. You're a homegrown hero on this campus, and your story is a little bit different. You know, you suffered progressive hearing loss from the age of around about 15, and it got worse and worse. So you're not the sort of typical born profoundly deaf or lost it through illness. Yours was like when you were almost going into your 20s, late teens, early 20s. How was it different for you in regards to what you went through?
Interactive chat section.
Hearing aid, hearing loss in me has started somewhere at 15 years of my age, by which time I was managing with hearing aids. Managing with hearing aids was, of course, something not much comparable to